Welcome to Lotus Student Mentor channel. In this session, we are going to study using for loop with else and using break in a for loop in Python. Detailed explanation with examples. In the previous videos, here example is begin with the 7. That means there is a continuation. It is in continuation to previous 2 videos. That means 6 examples were completed in the 2 videos of the previous videos, such as how to use for loop for your in range, how to use for loop in string, how to use for loop for a list, traversing a list, and how to use for loop for the sum of natural numbers, how to use for loop for multiplication table. Now in this session we are going to study for loop with else and for loop with a break. Now let us see very simple example. Here it is. We are going to demonstrate it practically after studying in detail theoretically. Let us see using for loop with else. In previous videos or previous cases there is no else. Suppose else is there. Generally else we have studied like if else, like that. Now here for else, for I in range 1 to 6, 1 comma 6, that is the starting is 1 and stopping is 6, and the stepping here it is, what is the step value is the 1, print I, else print loop completed. Suppose it will be printed up to 1 to 5, 6 will be excluded. After that loop completed will be printed. After that else, that means if it is not true, else here that will be else block will be executed. The statement in the else block will be executed. Now for here it is iteration takes place. Now what is that? Let us see. The output is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6th one it won't be. That means else will be executed. What is that? Loop completed. Alright, loop completed. The next example 8, coming to using a break in a for loop. Now for I in range 1 to 6, that is starting is 1, stopping is 6, and increment stepping is 1 value. If I equal to 3 assigned, then print stopping loop at I, break print I. What will happen here, if I will be included I equal to 1, okay, I equal to 2, I equal to 3. When I equal to 3 comes break stops the loop. It won't be executed anything. Break stops the loop. What will be the output? Let us see. Now I equal to 1, 2 will be printed. When it becomes 3, stopping the loop at 3. That's what we are going to stopping the loop. At where? At I. Stopping the loop at I equal to 3. Let us demonstrate. Let us see. Practical demonstration. Now this is what example for, I'm going to increase the font size so that you will understand better. Alright, yes. Now here for using for loop with else, for I in range 1 to 6 print I else. Now suppose I gave here by default 2, 1 to 6 2, then print I, yes, else will, what will be printed here? 1, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5. Let us see the value here, 1 3 5, loop completed. If you give increment, as in range you understood better, no, but else the main thing is focusing on else, how the loop completed. Loop does not loop completed, you can write anything statement, that means else when it is satisfied, when it is coming out, that else. Here also when the condition is false, then else block will be activated, alright. The second one, what is the next example? 8th example we have studied. What is that 8th example? Break, using a break in a for loop. What is that using break? I used here I equal to 3. Yes, let us execute. As I mentioned here, what will be the output? 1 2 stopping loop at 3. Suppose you want to stop the loop at 5, you see. Okay, let us see what will happen. Yes, 1 2 3 4 stopping loop at 5. You can do all practical steps. I in range 1 to 6. Okay, you can do somewhat, I said that 2, or it may be good 1 to 20, increment of 2. That is means what will happen here, I gave up to 20, breaking at yes 19 I'll give. We will see what will happen. Okay, Now you see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Stopping at 19. It won't be because we already gave condition break. How stopping at I taking place? We are breaking. If I, this break is related to the if block. This for I in range. Under that you can also call it as using break and if in a for loop, that is also there. All right. Thus we can use the for loop for, we can use the break in a for loop and else in a for loop. I hope you understood the concept of how the for loop can be used. In the for loop, else and break can be used. All right. Thank you for watching.